This is a new dispersed dropper compatible seat bag. We're really excited to share this with you. We've been developing it for years and we finally got something that we're really happy with. We make it here in Old LaSalle, Utah in our off-grid workshop that's powered by solar, and each bag is handmade, made to order for you. The bag features a single austere buckle for adjustability. It has an inner dry bag that's waterproof, and the stiffener of the bag is also a trowel. So the bag has 5 liters capacity. The whole system weighs between 9 and 10 ounces. It just depends on the materials you select. You get to pick the colors on all 4 sides of the bag. But regardless of which materials you select, the front of the bag and the bottom of the bag are made from Ultra 800, which is super tough and it'll brush off the occasional tire rub. The height of the bag is about 5 inches, so we recommend at least 6 inches of clearance between the bottom of your saddle and the top of your tire when your dropper's down and your suspension is bottomed out if you've got full suspension. Now I'll show you how to install the bag. You only have to do this once. Once you've got this installed, there's just a single buckle to loosen and tighten the bag. So when you're out riding, you won't have to mess with any of this. So I'm going to take this tube and slide it over my saddle rails. So the next step is to take one of these paracord loops and send it over one saddle rail and then out the back. Once you've got that out the back, I'm going to grab this webbing strap, make sure it's not twisted, and then put this toggle through the loop in the paracord. Like that. Then I'm going to repeat with the other side. Grab this paracord loop, send it over the saddle rail, and then out the back. So each paracord loop only goes over one saddle rail, and then slide the toggle through this loop. Then I'm going to slide these keepers down to tighten the loop right next to the toggle. This keeps those loops from being able to slide off during use. All right, now the bag is installed and ready to load. Included with the seat bag is this inner dry bag. It's got 5 liter capacity and it's seam sealed with a dry bag closure on the end. So you need to roll this at least 3 times to get a good seal. We usually carry extra layers in our seat bag. So I'll show you what fits in here. We like having this separate bag because it's easier to pack all this stuff off the bike. You know, whether it's in your shelter or just on the ground, you can get the dry bag packed a lot more compact, and that just results in a more stable bag.
So I got a puppy, some rain pants, rain jacket, spare pair of socks, some warm gloves, vest.
So I can get all this compacted down, get the air out. And I'll roll that up as much as I can. There we go. I'm just going to slide this into the outer bag. Push all the way to the nose, and then I'll roll this up. Same dry bag style closure, just to keep things contained. But this outer bag is not waterproof, it's just water resistant. If you need to keep something dry, it needs to go in that inner dry bag. So now I'm going to pull on this strap pretty much as hard as I can. It needs to be tight because it's the only strap. So you can see I've got a little gap to my dropper stanchion. This could probably get angled up a little bit, so if I wanted to do that, I would take that carbon tube and I'd put it at the next slot back, and that would shift the bag to be angled a little more like this, but it will bring it closer to the dropper stanchion. So it's kind of a balance of gap to the dropper stanchion and angle of the bag and clearance to your tire. So the backbone of this bag is an aluminum stiffener that's also a trowel. I'll show you how we get to it. So release this austere buckle, move the webbing to the side, and I take out the dry bag. So inside there's a sleeve where the trowel lives. So this is an aluminum trowel that we designed, and we got laser cut and bent in the US. We wanted something that was the right shape and size for our bag, and it also works well with two hands. And we got these bent edges on the sides, on the top, that provide a smooth surface for your palms. So when you're digging, you can put your weight into it, and you aren't pushing onto a thin edge of aluminum. You're pushing on this nice wide surface. Provides a nice big scoop. There we go.